countdown for taxpayers. Good evening. This is CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. It's a day of dread if you owe Uncle Sam. Today is tax day, and if you haven't filed yet, it's not too late. You can file your extension, but you have to pay any taxes due or face a penalty. Meantime, the H&R Block in Lake Arbor is still taking clients with or without appointments. CTV spoke with the manager about options for the last-minute filers.
So usually a walk-in will walk in with a W-2. If you guys have a home with mortgage, you can bring that 1098 mortgage interest. If you're a contractor, do Uber, Lyft, you can bring that 1099 NEC. And it all depends on the tax situation. So some people, they have multiple jobs throughout the year. So I would recommend calling all your employers, make sure you remember where you worked at, and bring all those information in. So we do offer refund transfer. It's an additional $39, but if people aren't getting a big enough refund, then we can take it out the refund as well. We do offer extension filing. That's $99. You'll have until October 17th to file the taxes after you file the extension.
North says the Lake Arbor location is scheduled to close at 8 o'clock tonight, but they'll stay open as late as possible to help as many clients as they can. Well, this is National Work Zone Awareness Week. Using vehicles damaged in highway work zone crashes as a backdrop, Governor Westmore today announced the creation of a work zone safety work group. It comes less than a month after the deadly work zone crash on I-695 that killed 6 workers. Lieutenant Governor Aruna Miller, who is a transportation engineer, will lead the work group.
The group will evaluate best practices from our industry partners, raise awareness of road safety, utilize the latest technologies, and considering strengthening our laws on speeding and distracted driving near work zone areas.
To every single Marylander, I say this: slow down, pay attention, follow the laws.
Also, more designated tomorrow as Go Orange and Highway Appreciation Worker Day. Well, a new rental assistance program may soon be available to tenants in Prince George's County. The council is voting today on the new initiative. If signed into law, tenants could get assistance for up to 6 months over a 2-year period. It will be linked to residents with annual salaries equal to less than 60% of the region's median income. The council recently passed legislation to temporarily cap rent increases at 3%. Well, Prince George's police say a parking garage at a popular casino was the scene of an attempted carjacking. According to officials, the gunman approached the man in the parking garage of the MGM National Harbor early this morning, demanding his car. The two got into a physical altercation, and the attacker's gun went off. Neither the carjacker nor the victim were struck. The suspect got back into his personal vehicle and fled the scene. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact police. And police are investigating an armed carjacking that occurred early this morning in College Park. This happening near the UMD campus on the 7400 block of Baltimore Avenue at around 2 o'clock in the morning. Investigators say the 2 armed suspects wore masks and were dressed in all black clothing. Police say they fled the scene in 2 different sedans. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact authorities. And you're watching CTV News. I'm Byron Scott. Coming up, a big surprise for 7 high school seniors. That's good news coming up after the break. Stay with us. Welcome back. A group of Prince George's High School seniors got a big surprise this morning to the collective tune of $280,000. This was at Senior Eleanor Roosevelt High School this morning. 7 students from 5 Prince George's High Schools were told they were having a special leadership event. They were not told what the real purpose was. Then an Amazon truck pulled up with 7 special packages. Inside each box, a $40,000 scholarship as part of Amazon's Future Engineer Scholarship Program.
I was really surprised. I wasn't even sure what this was today. My principal just told me I should come because it's like a convention. And I was actually supposed to be in New York today, and I decided to just come because I was so interested. And then it was like, I was really surprised. So yeah, I'm really surprised. I'll be majoring in computer science at University of Maryland, and I'm just so excited that you gave me this opportunity to further my education. Thank you so much.
The surprise also included a 1-year paid internship with Amazon upon completion of their first year of college. While a popular sorority is teaming up with the Prince George's School to plant trees this weekend, members of the Epsilon Tau Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated will gather at Glassmore Elementary School in Oxon Hill for an Earth Day event this Saturday. The sorority and the community will plant 3 trees in the back of the school and will also take part in other fun environmental activities.
We're going to plant trees. We're going to have activities and events for our students to come out, all in the spirit of Arbor Day, Earth Day. We're planting seeds for these trees so they can grow and develop, just like we're planting seeds within our students, helping them learn and grow as well.
So we've partnered with Glass Manor Elementary School for this project and others. And so again, we want to help our young ones learn the importance of enhancing the environment from a young age.
The event will take place from 11 till 2 p.m. The trees that will be planted are from Maryland's Forest Service. Well, with summer right around the corner, it's the time of year when people water their lawns, wash their cars, and tend their gardens more frequently. But as you begin these activities, WSSC wants you to begin to keep water usage in mind. The utility offers these tips to help you conserve.
First thing they should really check is when they start connecting their the bibs, the hoses to the bibs. Make sure that the hose doesn't have a leak. You know, they've been put away for the winter. You know, they're unrolling them and they might have cracks. So just make sure, check for leaks, make sure nothing's leaking. Another tip is just use one of those hoses that allows you to control the water use, so you can turn on and off as you're using it. So definitely you just, consider how much water you're using for your plants and your lawn. Really think about when you're cleaning your sidewalks or your driveway, instead of using your hoses and spraying the dirt off the concrete, use a broom. Don't use the water, excess water. That really can create a lot of water use for a household and can increase a water bill.
For more information about water conservation, go to WSSCwater.com. Well, more than a dozen county residents are still displaced following a fire at an apartment building in Hyattsville. The fire happening here on the 3500 block of Toledo Terrace yesterday morning. Officials say the blaze caused about $70,000 in damage. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Well, 3 elementary school students in Rockville were hospitalized briefly after tasting what they thought was candy. Turns out it was drugs. The students say they found the items on the playground at the College Gardens Elementary School. Investigators say the kids tried to eat it, but they quickly spit it out because of the bad taste. They started to feel dizzy, police say, and went to the school nurse. Police say the drugs may have been Adderall or ecstasy, also known as Molly. The investigation continues. And still to come, the Tuesday Sports page. Stay tuned.
Hey there, sports fans, and coming up soon, the Flowers High School baseball team matches up against Bowie High School yesterday. Stay right there.
I'm a public defender.
I am a public defender.
I'm proud to be a public defender.
80% of Americans accused of a crime will get appointed a public defender.
Everybody from a speeding ticket to capital murder.
For every $1 we spend on public defenders, we spend $3 on prosecutors.
Public defenders have to do pretty much everything on their own.
Social workers, counselors.
Investigating is another piece of it.
The average public defender holds 300 cases annually.
You never feel like there's enough time.
Public defenders have health issues all the time.
A lot of people give up and say, I can't do this work anymore.
Gideon's Promise trains, mentors, and supports public defenders.
There are a lot of people who say that they would not still be public defenders, but up for Gideon's Promise.
It's fueled me to continue on in this fight.
Gideon's Promise has changed the face of public defense.
People see us as troublemakers.
Good trouble only.
We don't make it easy. It should not be easy to take away someone's liberty.
What's going on, everyone? It's time for your Tuesday sports page. The Bowie High School baseball team and Flowers High School baseball teams took the diamond yesterday. Going into the matchup, the Bulldogs had a record of 5-1 on the season, while the Jaguars were 4-6. The Bulldogs had players that made multiple highlights during the game. This drive to right field by number 26, Jack Young, was a big hit for the Bulldogs. Then number 14, Chris Reyes, hit a double that scored 2 runs for Bowie. Switching to the Jags, they also made some highlights. In this unusual play, a Jaguars base runner evaded a Bowie pickoff and raced home to score. And in the end, Flowers will come out on top, winning the game 12-9. Bowie's next game will be versus Duval High School tomorrow at 4:30, and Flowers will go up against High Point High School tomorrow at noon. And that is your Tuesday sports page. Simon Buggs, CTV Sports.
Thank you, Simon. And time now for the forecast. Tonight, clear with lows around 44 degrees. Tomorrow, sunny with highs near 73. Thursday, sunny and warm, highs in the mid-80s. And Friday, sunshine continues with highs in the upper 80s. And that's the news for tonight. I'm Byron Scott. Good night.